What's up, y'all? It's your girl nulookbylex, and today I'm bringing you guys this beautifully blown out cranberry smoky eye. If you like what you see, then keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, so we're going to start off with skin prep because that's definitely the most important. I'm starting off with this EMBRYOLISSE moisturizer. I'm going in with this NOLA SKINSENTIALS Iconic Elixir Oil. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of my skincare. It gets my skin nice and hydrated and leaves me looking silky smooth. Next, I'm going to hydrate the under eyes with my SHISEIDO Solution LX Eye and Lip Contour Regenerating Cream. I like to put it underneath my eyes and on top just to have a nice hydrated base. We definitely don't want to leave our lips out, so I'm just going to go in with some of this fresh sugar lip balm. Starting with foundation, I'm taking one of my favorite foundations, and it's the Tom Ford Traceless Foundation in the shade Tawny. I'm just going to get an even coat of this throughout my face. Typically I use about 2 to 3 pumps to get the desired coverage. Next, I'm going down with the Black Opal Foundation Stick in Carbo just to get a nice contoured look to the face and add in some color. Blending is one of my favorite steps when it comes to my skin application, and that's one thing that I take the longest doing. I just like to go in and just really blend and make sure everything is melted into the skin. I like to go back and forth between a brush and a beauty blender just to really get the blend that I find the most seamless. A lot of times I get questions on how I do my contour on my forehead after my baby hairs are done, and the trick is to just use a smaller brush. I'm going to go ahead and use that same brush to do my nose contour. Just draw 2 lines down the sides of my nose and blend them out. To start my highlight, I'm going to take my DANESSA MYRICKS Vision Cream Cover in the shade W3 and just begin to take that up the bridge of my nose and in the center of my forehead, and I also take this time to highlight underneath my brows. I like to add a little bit of my foundation between my contour shade and my highlight shade just to give a nice gradient so I'm not just going from light to dark. After it's been sitting for a minute, I just grab my beauty blender and blend out the edges. I'm taking my same highlighter and just going against the side of my contour to have a nice clean look, and that's going to help me get the look of a more snatched nose contour. The rest of my product I'm just taking and bringing that underneath my eyes just to make them nice and bright. I'm also going to hit my chin and any other spots that I would like to bring light to. After it's been sitting for a minute, I just grab my beauty blender and blend out the edges of my makeup. Once I feel like I've blended out the edges enough with my beauty blender, I go in with my brush and add a little bit more of my contour shade and just blend it out even further. Right now I'm trying to get rid of those smile lines by taking my highlight shade and placing them on my smile lines and just blending that into the rest of my foundation. Today I'm going to be using my custom lip palette that I made using all MAC lipsticks and just mix in a few shades just to get the perfect blush tone for this look. I like to lightly press it into the skin and bounce it in to blend. Also taking a brush that I use to blend out my under eye concealer and just further blending my blush and my concealer to make sure there is no separation. To set my face, I'm taking my Saint Laurent Souffle Declat Finishing Veil in shade number 2, and I'm just pressing that into the skin. I'm just hitting that powder on all of the parts of my face that I highlighted, and then whatever's left over on the brush, I'm just taking that on the rest of the face. Next, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Perfecting Powder and buff that into the rest of my skin. That's in shade number 2. To bronze up the face, I'm taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer and just putting that all on the perimeter of my face. I'm really trying to get rid of that double chin, so I'm going back and forth to make sure we get as much shadow down there as we can. Now let's carve out those cheekbones, honey. I'm following the cream contour on my nose and really locking it in with this powder matte bronzer. To add a little bit of color on my cheeks, I'm going to take this Benefit Cosmetic Coralista Boxo Powder Blush and just really place it on the apples of my cheeks. It gives me a nice youthful look. Now that I'm done with my base, I like to finish off with my favorite spray, which is the Cha-Cha Dewy Skin Mist. Right before it fully dries, I like to take my highlighter and just really slap it on. Today I'm using Artist Couture in the shade Yas. It kind of has a pinky little tone to it, so I feel like it'll really go with our cranberry eye. For the top of my forehead, the center of my nose bridge, and the tip of my nose and my chin, I decided I wanted more of a yellow gold, so I took Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Illuminati, and I hit all of the rest of the high points on my face. More spray. Now for the eyes, I used the Naked Heat palette to do pretty much this whole eye look. I started off with the first few lighter shades just to really place my shadow and get me a nice transition. I'm just going back in with some deeper colors and really emphasizing that shape. I like to take a fluffy brush and some of my loose powder and just blend out the edges of my shadow. It creates a really seamless blend. Next, I'm going to take a flat brush and the Tarte Chrome eyeshadow paint in the shade Fire Dancer, and I'm going to carve out my eyelid. To get rid of the harsh line, I'm just going to take a darker shade towards the end of the palette and really blend those two lines together. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take my Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayon in the shade Rococo and just line my waterline. I'm going to use the same shades that I used on top to just blend out line. Then I'm going to take my Tarte Chrome Pop and place it over my eyeliner so I could have a nice burst of cranberry color. Then I'm going to finish off with some Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. To complete this look, I'm just going to throw on some of my favorite gloss at the moment, which is the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I don't use a lipstick underneath or a lip liner because I just love the way this lip gloss looks over my natural lip. And that's it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.